Wonderful. Welcome everybody. Welcome to a new show of Don't Deny the Power TV. It's great to have you with us today, and I've got a dear friend of mine here tonight, and it's Luke Whitting. He's come all the way from, greet the people, tell them where you've come from.
Hi everyone, my name's Luke. I've come from Nottingham, so in a small village called Newthorpe. There
you go. So I've been looking forward to this interview. I've known Luke about, how long now, Luke?
Probably say a year.
Is it a year?
I think about a year, yeah.
Wow.
It was last summer when you first came around Genesis.
Okay, great. So nearly a year I met Luke, and he's a great guy. He's got a great story. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start at the end and then go back to the beginning, and then we'll get some interesting key points out of his story and how he's got to where he is today and where he's going. So are you ready? Are you excited? I am. Good. So I first met Luke at the Genesis Centre, where he now leads, and he'll tell you more about that. He's a director of a company helping young people on the verge of exclusion, helping them with education, training, stuff like that I've been involved in the past. And that's what he's doing now. And I know he's had a recent Christian conversion, which he'll tell you more about that. So let's start with what you're doing now. Just tell the people what you're doing now.
Yeah, so at the minute, my kind of bread and butter almost is I'm a director of a company that specialises in working with vulnerable young people, students that have got behavioural issues, special education needs, or severe learning difficulties, and we help rehabilitate them. We help to try and integrate them back into society and help give them confidence, motivation, as well as academic and vocational qualifications as well.
That's great. And tell us a bit about your studies, what you did. It was around psychology and stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, so my background was sports science. I did sports science for 3 years at Derby University. I then went on to Loughborough University and did my masters in psychology. I specialised in sport and performance psychology. So we delved into business psychology, individual well-being, and also sport and performance as well. So my background has always been psychology, understanding people, understanding environments, and I've always had a passion for helping those in need that have got mental health issues and those that want to improve performance in all areas of their life.
That's great. So speaking of psychology, do you know how many psychologists it takes to change a light bulb?
I don't, Terry. How many psychologists does it take to change a light bulb?
Just one, but they've got to really want to change.
Very good.
I hope you like that. I think that's very funny.
Funny.
I like light bulb jokes, but I'm not going to digress. Now, also, you was involved in sport. Was you a successful sports person too?
Yeah, so growing up I played for Notts County, Nottingham Forest, Derby County, Mansfield Town, up until about 16, 17. Got asked to sign a professional contract, decided that I wanted to go down the university route. I was a good footballer, whether I was good enough to make it as a professional, I wasn't sure, so I edged my bets and stayed semi-professional up until a few years ago, and then got my degree, my masters alongside.
That's great. And also you like cars, don't you? I've got to bring that up. Greet the people and tell them what cars you like and what car you drive.
Terry's right, I love cars. Cars is a huge passion of mine. My dad absolutely loved cars. He was a huge Porsche fan growing up. But my car that I drive at the minute is an Aston Martin Vantage. So 4.3 litre V8, 410 brake horsepower in gloss black. Absolutely beautiful car.
That was articulate the way you said that.
I've practiced.
You didn't need any prompting. And also, 1 to 60 in how many seconds?
Yeah, 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds.
And he's telling the truth, because I've been in it doing that. And you might think, oh, who is this guy? What's he doing with an Aston Martin? Isn't that, material? He's actually taken me on preaching engagements once.
We have.
But we're going to do more.
It's been specially used for ministry.
That's right.
It's a ministry vehicle.
Exactly. And why should the devil have all the best cars?
Exactly.
Amen. That's what I say.
Amen.
So on the surface, right? I mean, we've spoken about your professional career there. Mm-hmm. You're a director of a company, and that's going great. How many staff have you got now?
So we started off. So I found the company maybe 2 years ago, I birthed an idea of what I wanted to do around Nottinghamshire and Derbyshire, and then got my dear friend Jared involved. He's got a great heart, great passion for young people, which we very much do share. And since Jared's been involved, it's been myself and Jared as directors, which were in November. We've now got 15 members of staff, so it's grown exponentially. It's grown fruitfully. We've got God at the epicenter of everything that we do, which is fantastic. So Jared's a Christian. Jared's been a Christian for many, many years. He's from a Christian background. And we've both kind of made sure that God is at the center of everything that we do. So when we can, we try and make time to pray together, eat together, and we really want this to be God's glory. It's a fantastic thing that's happening in Alfreton. Had great success through Jared's family at Genesis Centre, so we're really lucky to be doing some collaboration work with them.
That's great. And if people wanted to contact you, what's the website again?
Yeah, so it's www.thegenesisacademy.org.uk.
That's great. Now I wanted to lay that foundation because you can think on the surface, well, he's been to university, semi-professional sports, now founding director, 15 staff, great organisation, great career, great car. You know, you can think on everything that like, wow, well, you've got everything together. But you didn't have everything together, and things came to, you know, a decision-making time, if you like. I want to talk a bit more about that a little later on. And I want to ask you a few questions about your family life as well,
of course.
Your upbringing, on what led you to that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close out now, because I want to do this in 2 sessions, or even 3.
Okay.
So don't deny the power. That's a great foundation. It's a great story, and you can think, wow, that's amazing. But how did he get there? I'm glad you asked. So tune into the next session. So from Terry and Luke, should we say don't deny the power together? Don't deny
the power.